But trust me, you won't hold that. Hold that. I realize no, it's not about what you like to eat. It's always about who you are serving.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, there are, like I said, there are some recipes in there. They probably wouldn't be my, liking because I know you're very into a lot of spice, more on the salty side. You know what? I think that my husband is more, like you're probably on the same level as my husband because he's into spice and a lot of flavor, rich flavors and everything. You're learning a lot in life. Even from your mom, from what you're professional in, going back home and then showing off your mom, your cooking, but then getting advice from her. I mean, it's all very real, the way you share your life, in this book. This is really amazing. It keeps you growing, I think. And you've got a good attitude, like you're willing to make changes, to learn new things. And even when people give you a hard time, you're like, no, okay, never mind. You kind of pat yourself on the shoulder and just keep on going. Right? Am I right about you?
Sure, your feelings get hurt sometimes along the way, but essentially those all gonna help you be a better chef and maybe a better person.
Yes.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I agree. You think you're gonna make Hollywood like your home, like forever? What's your future plan, and enjoy continuing to be a private chef and you're going to continue with that, or there are more books in the coming, or I don't know. You can answer one at a time.
Well, so far it's looking that way. I did spend the last 10, 11 years in LA, build up my clientele, and Hollywood is the place for me because I get to work with food that has no limit. Like I could do a sci-fi movie today and then an 18th century pirate show the next day. So yeah, that I want to continue to do. I do want to keep on getting better at it. I want to kind of be more fluent in historic food studies because I have encountered a lot of the movie that is not happening in today's time. So that part I could still get better. Regional cooking, especially this time in Taiwan, I did a road trip around the island. I have newfound appreciation when it comes to very regional cooking or herbs, or even just like this one little town is only known for certain things like rice in Chisang, or noodle in Yuli, or something like this very regional people proud of and the best of that particular little space. I want to be more fluent in that, more educated in that, not just in Taiwan, but maybe around the world. Kind of just step aside from just the mainstream food trend. I want to know more about. So that will be something I want to work on in the coming years. Basically, it's just getting more knowledgeable in food of all culture and all era.
I know that this time you came home for about a month, I would say.
Right.
So you try to come home like once every year and a half. Right. And I thought, following you on Instagram, I thought you were just eating this and eating because you miss all this food from Taiwan. But actually you're learning stuff. You're trying to, learn some new stuff to bring back with you, I realized. So every time. That is great. I mean, I think that's awesome what you're doing. How many celebrity families are you actually private chef to, by the way?
Right now, I don't cook for a lot of celebrities. I cook for a lot of celebrities when I'm working on set, in the movie set. But really, I just kept one, J.J. Abrams, as my main client, private chef client right now. JJ has been very, very easy to work with and always very appreciative, especially when it comes to my schedules. Like, you just said I took a 1 month break. And sometimes I do need to go on set and work as a food stylist. Right. And he has been nothing but supportive. So he's like the perfect client. So he's the only one that I'm still currently cook for.
He's a great family, with kids and wife, and they all seem to be very, very nice to you.
Yes.
So they're great people, so anyway. You did mention that much in the book. It was near the end because when you prepare food on the set, you don't just prepare one portion. You have to do like maybe even 40 or even 100.
It's a big deal.
When you shoot a film, you NG a lot of times and you have to start again and again. So you make sure you prepare a lot. Now, sometimes you were saying that some of the movie celebrities, movie stars, they're very professional, maybe 1 or 2 takes and it's done. But then you've got all these 38 portions of the same food left over. So what do you do? And it seems like you're doing something with all this leftover food, which helps sustainability here.
I'm doing a very small part based on my own space and abilities. I try to keep those on-set food as fresh as possible, keep them in the fridge if there is one. If there is none, unfortunately, I have to throw away a lot of food, but if I can, I have this like a whole separate bedroom at my house. It's to store those dry pantry items that I got from set. And if I could use it on another show, I would. But if I cannot, I will have to try to find
ways to use them up.
Yeah. And I will always freeze things that are like meat related or perishable stuff. So once a month, I work with this local, like a keep feeding homeless program. I will tell them how many portions of serving of food that I can provide this month, and they will come pick it up from me when the food is done, and they will distribute it. So that's something I try to do within my own power and ability, is to freeze as much stuff as possible and store as much food as possible, and then kind of just come up with dishes. Just kind of a mystery box, this January special of all the food that I collected throughout January, and kind of make it give it a new life by making a kind of like a family meal to give away.
That is so cool. And these people are so grateful to you.
I mean, I never met any of them because it was picked up and distributed for me. But it's something that I feel better not wasting as much food as possible.
So much more we can really talk about from your book and about your life and about you as a person. But what's some last word you want to give to young people who might want to pursue the same dream as you?
I don't know about food styling because I'm sure not a lot of people set that up as their goal, but just pursuing dreams in general, I think my advice is to do something towards that dream every day, even if it's a tiny little things, because a lot of the time we kind of get frustrated or scared. Because dream is called a dream for a reason. It's hard to reach. It's far away, and sometimes people get discouraged. They think if I don't nail it the first try, I might as well just give up. Or it's so hard. I don't know how to start, where to start. But I think as long as you have to set your expectation very low. You aim very low. People kept saying aim high, but I actually think you have to aim low on your daily homework. You just do a little bit every day. For example, before I became a food stylist, I set this very tiny goal for myself. If I don't feel like doing anything, if I don't feel productive today, I will force myself to at least watch some YouTube videos about this food that I don't know. So simple, so easy, but I felt like I did something towards my goal. Or I will compile a list of people I can email, and that will be my day's homework. And maybe another day is actually sending out those emails. So you kind of set very small steps for yourself, but you have to do it every day. Because I think chasing dream, it could be a muscle memory that people learn to do instead of just be so intimidated by the fact that you're not there yet. So that's the advice that I can give, is do very, very little, minimum effort, but do it every day.
Okay, minimum effort, but do it every day. Okay, so what's your dream for your own future? Where do you want to go from here?
I feel very kind of snobby to say this, but I think I'm already living my dream. Okay. So I'm very content. I think I could definitely be better, but that's why I'm working every day and towards that better future. but I am happy where I am right now. Like I said, I want to be better at all knowledge in food. You did ask me about whether there is a second book coming. I actually, no, not second book, but I'm actually planning to maybe write a script. I have some ideas that also kind of inspired by my time as a private chef and working in Hollywood. I think the book it's a non-fictional, everything is real, real stories in this book. But I also have a lot of scenarios in my mind that is purely fictional, but also inspired by my time as a private chef.
So you're gonna make a movie?
I am trying to pitch or write down some ideas that could potentially be a pitch for a TV show.
Oh, a TV show, okay.
Yeah, because I think it needs multiple episodes.
Yes.
It has a lot of different stories, like the book has so many little sites, little short stories. So that's maybe the future.
Oh, wow. That sounds exciting. It's fun. You know, when you're exposed, even you as a food stylist, and you're exposed to the movie world, I mean, it gets in your head, like, you know, oh, maybe you can do something like that. And everything about the future, and even now, is all visual. You know, it's all visual. And what you're doing, food, has to be visual. That's how it's very tasty and tempting.
Plus, I study film.
Yeah.
That was my.
Finally, you make a big circle, you're really going to use it.
I hope so. I hope it all comes back full circle.
That is so great. Well, it's really, really, really been a lot of fun talking to you, Anna. And thanks to you and thanks to your book.
Thank you.
Good luck with everything. I'm so glad we finally met each other. I hope that every time when you come back, I don't know, maybe, you know, you go on my show again and share something new.
Sure.
Right?
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Anna.